What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the top 5 best class setups you guys can use with their tunings here in Modern Warfare 2. Now with these class setups, I guarantee higher kill games, better KD improvement, and just overall better performance in your gameplay. So if you guys are new, enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell. Thank you guys for watching, and let's hop right into it. Now hopping into our first weapon, guys, we have the TAC-56. In my opinion, I think is the most dominant weapon here in Modern Warfare 2. Now hopping into our class setup, we're going to go to the stock first and add on the TV Line Pro stock. This can help with crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and aim down sight speed. So this one attachment is going to help us run faster around the map. If you're an objective player or just trying to get around the map really fast, being a really aggressive player is going to help you out a lot. Also, the aim down sight speed is going to come in clutch as well. You're aiming down sights faster, and also it's not too important, but when you're crouching, you are moving faster as well. So you want to have this on. Now we did tune this attachment. We put the aim walking movement speed at -1.16, and the aim down sight speed is going to be at -3.74. So you want to copy those down. Now, for the rear grip, we're going to be adding on the Demo Clean Shot Grip. This can help with sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. Now, this attachment can help you be more aggressive. You're shooting faster off a sprint to get those easier kills, and you are aiming down sights a lot faster as well. Now, we did tune this attachment. We put the sprint to fire speed at -0.25, and then the recoil steadiness is going to be at 0.71. So with this grip, you also have a really steady shot when firing, so your weapon is more steady when firing for a short amount of time, and also you have more sprint to fire speed, so you can be a little bit more aggressive. Now, for the ammunition type, we're going to be adding on the high velocity rounds, which if you don't have these unlocked, which with double XP, I'm sure a lot of people have these unlocked now, you need to use them. They're really broken. It gives you more bullet velocity, so your bullets are traveling faster in air to our targets faster. Now, we did tune this attachment. We maxed out on the bullet velocity at +9.00, so it makes the bullets travel a little bit faster to our targets faster. Now for the muzzle, we are going to be adding on the X10 ported 290 muzzle. This can help with vertical recoil control. This gives you the most recoil control out of most muzzles, so you want to have this on. And then we did tune this attachment. We put the gun kick control at +0.35, and the recoil stabilization is going to be at +0.49, so copy this down. Now for our final attachment, guys, we're going to the Tundra Pro Barrel. This can help with damage at range, hipfire accuracy, and bullet velocity. So our bullets are doing more damage at a longer distance, so if you want to cushion yourself from your opponent, this barrel will help out a lot. Your hipfire accuracy, the hip firing in this game is really good, so having more accuracy is just going to make you better when hip firing if needed. And also that bullet velocity is going to make your bullets travel faster in air to our targets faster. And also the tunings on this, we maxed out the recoil steadiness at +0.50, and also we did not touch the damage at range or the aim down sight speed, which is not needed. Now our next weapon is the Vel 46. Now this weapon got buffed here in the Season 1 Reloaded update, making it a lot better. They increased the damage at range, they increased the movement speed, and they also reduced the hip spread. So this is actually a really solid SMG to use now, definitely making it a top 3 weapon. Now hopping into our class setup for our first attachment, we're going to be adding on the Demo RXT stock. This can help with crouch movement speed, which is really important here, but the main two are sprint speed and aim down sight speed. We're aiming down sights faster, running faster around the map, and especially with an SMG, it's going to help you be more aggressive. Now we did tune this attachment. We maxed out the aim walking movement speed at -2.40, and also the aim down sight speed is going to be at -1.16. This can make us a little bit more aggressive. We're aiming down sights, walking a little faster if you are a pre-aimer, and also the aim down sight speed is going to be a little bit faster here, so it's going to help you be more aggressive. Now, for our next attachment, we're going to the laser and adding on the Laser 7MW. Now, this I've went over a lot in my videos. This is just such a great attachment. It just makes you more aggressive. You're shooting faster off a sprint. You're aiming down sights faster, and also it just makes you aim down sights and you're more stable. So it is a very helpful attachment. Now, for the next attachment, we're going to the RVB barrel. This can help with bullet velocity, damage at range, recoil control, and hipfire accuracy. Now, with this weapon getting a hipfire buff, the hipfire accuracy is going to come in clutch, so you can hipfire or aim down sights with this build. The weapon's easy to control. Your bullets are doing even more damage at a longer distance, and also your bullets are traveling faster in air to our targets faster. Now, we did tune this attachment. We maxed out the recoil steadiness, so when firing our weapon now, it's going to be super steady, and you will have full control of your weapon. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to be using the Bruin Pendulum. This can help with vertical and horizontal recoil control. So when firing our weapon, it's easier to control vertically and horizontally, giving you full control of this weapon. We did tune this attachment. We almost maxed out on the gun kick control at 0.30, so you want to have this on, and then we did not change anything on the recoil stabilization or the aim down sight speed. Now for our final attachment, guys, we're going to the FTAC Ripper 56. Now this is a really good underbarrel. It's going to give you aiming idle stability, hipfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. So we have even more hipfire accuracy, which is really good. We're aiming down sights and being more stable, and also when firing our weapon, it's really easy to control. And we also did tune this attachment. We maxed out the aim walking movement speed, so when aiming down sights, we're moving really quick. Now for our next weapon, I decided to add on the FENNEC 45 into this list because of how good it is up close. You guys know, if you max it out, if you got gold or Ryan, this weapon is super nasty. If you're playing like Shipment, Shoot House, Farm 18, or any other map that you can just be up close, really aggressive with, this is a really good weapon. Now hopping into our build for our first attachment, we're going to the stock and adding on the stock cap. This can help with aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, and hip recoil control. So when firing from the hip, it's easier to control, we're moving faster around the map, we're aiming down sights faster, and also shooting faster off a sprint to help us be more aggressive. Now, for the rear grip, we're going to be adding on the stippled grip for that recoil control. Now, you guys know, when using this weapon, it has some pretty crazy kick, so this is going to help our weapon be a little bit easier to control, helping us hit our shots. Now, we did tune this attachment here. We maxed out the sprint to fire speed to be more aggressive, and also the aim down sight speed, so we're running faster, aiming down sights faster, and also shooting faster off a sprint, so you want to have this on. Now, for the magazine, I do have on the FENNEC Mag 45. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a 100% a weapon attachment you have to have on for the FENNEC, unless you're like, leveling it up or doing some challenges, unless you need to use the double tap mod. But the 45 round mag is just very important and just one of those attachments you always need for the FENNEC 45, so you want to have this on. Now, for the underbarrel, we're going to be adding on the Phase 3 grip for the aiming idle stability, hipfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. So when firing our weapon, it's a lot easier to control. We have hipfire accuracy now, so with this build, we have hip recoil control and also hipfire accuracy, and also when aiming down sights, we're more stable. And we're going to tune this attachment here. We're going to max out on the aim walking movement speed at 0.40, so when aiming down sights, we're moving faster, and we did not change anything on the recoil stabilization or the aim down sight speed. Now, for our final attachment, we're going to be adding on the Forge Tac Ninja for that sound suppression, so we're more quiet, we're staying stealthy, so it's going to help us stay alive a lot longer. Our bullets are traveling really fast across the map to hit our targets faster. Our bullets are doing more damage at a longer distance, and also our weapon's easier to control. So now with this build, you'll have full control of your weapon, be really aggressive, and it's going to get you a ton of kills in those easy nuke streaks. And we also did tune this attachment up, maxing out on the recoil steadiness, so when firing our weapon, it's just super steady, and you will have full control of this weapon. Now for our next weapon, we have the RPK, which I think is hands down the #1 weapon here in Modern Warfare 2, and especially like a build like this. I made this LMG into an assault rifle. I'm moving faster around the map and being really quick with it, but also I'm keeping the damage, low recoil, and an accuracy like it's an LMG still. Now getting into my build for the first attachment, we're going to the optic and adding on the Slimline Pro. I just feel like I perform better with a red dot sight on a lot of my weapons, majority of my weapons anyways, so I do have this on. We did tune this attachment, maxing out on the eye position at far at 2.25 and the aim down sight speed at 3.00, making it where we're aiming down sights a lot faster, so it's going to help us be more aggressive. Now for our next attachment, we're going to the Demo X2 grip for that recoil control. So when firing our weapon, it's easier to control, just higher kill games. I think, having better control of your weapon is going to give you those higher kill games, and it's going to make you enjoy the game more getting those higher kill games. So I have this on. Now we did tune this attachment to help us be more aggressive with the aim down sight speed and the sprint to fire speed maxed at 1.00 and the sprint to fire speed at -0.45. So also with our recoil control, we're shooting faster off a sprint and our aim down sight speed's a lot faster. Now, when I talked about making this weapon into an assault rifle, we're adding on the 30 round mag just to make it basically like the Caspahz 7.62, but a better version of it. This can help with movement speed, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and reload quickness. We're moving faster around the map, being more aggressive with an LMG, by the way. We're shooting faster off a sprint faster with an LMG, aiming down sights faster, and also reload quick in certain areas if we're spawn trapping or in a spot that we need to reload, get back into the gunfight. 30 round mag is going to help you reload fast, especially with fast hands, so you want to have this on. Now, for the underbarrel, we're going to be adding on the FTAC Ripper 56 underbarrel. This is by far the best grip, in my opinion, here in Modern Warfare 2. This is going to give you aiming idle stability, hipfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. I really didn't go in depth with this build or this attachment because you guys already know what it does. So we're going to go to the tuning here, maxing out on the aim walking movement speed, so when pre-aiming we're moving faster, and also the recoil stabilization, so when firing our weapon's a little bit easier to control with these attachments. And then for our final attachment, we're going to be using the TAC 597 barrel for the damage at range, hipfire accuracy, movement speed, and bullet velocity. So our bullets are traveling faster in order to hit our targets faster, we're moving faster around the map, our hipfire accuracy is up, and of course our damage at range is up, helping our bullets be stronger at a longer distance. And we did tune this attachment, maxing out on the recoil steadiness, so when firing our weapon, it's super steady, and you're going to get those high, easy kill games. Now getting into our final weapon in today's video, we have the TAC V, which is one of the best weapons here in the game as well. I think it's better than the TAC 56. I don't know if people will agree on me with it, but this weapon is just super nasty. But this is the build I'll be using for it, and for this build, we're going to start off with the laser and add on the OV laser for the aim down sight speed, aiming stability, and sprint to fire speed. This one attachment is just going to help us be more aggressive, shooting faster off a sprint, aiming down sights faster, and also when aiming down sights we're more stable. Just a really nice attachment. Now for the muzzle, we're going to be adding on the Sack and Tread 40 for that vertical and horizontal recoil control. Really easy to control vertically and horizontally, so it's just a really nice attachment to have on, especially for the TAC V. Now we did tune this attachment. We maxed out the gun kick control at 0.35 and also the recoil stabilization we're going to put at 0.54. This is the sweet spot for this attachment, so your recoil stabilization and gun kick control is going to be really nice. The weapon's not going to kick as much. Now for the underbarrel, we're going to the FTAC Ripper 56. Now this is a really good underbarrel. Like I mentioned in a couple of these classes in this video, it just helps with aiming idle stability, hipfire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. Really don't need to go in depth with this attachment because you guys already know what it does. We did tune this attachment. The aim walking movement speeds can be at 0.30 and the recoil stabilization is going to be at 0.80. So your weapon's not going to be moving at all, but also when pre-aiming, we're moving pretty quick. Now for the magazine, we are adding on the 30 round mag. Now in my opinion, I do not think 20 rounds is just enough. You can go with the 30, and if you want to, you can add on the 50. You're going to move a little bit slower if that's what you want, but I think 30 is just fair. You're not taking out too much movement speed, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. You're still aggressive, so you want to put the 30 round mag over the 50. And then for our final attachment, we have the Demo Clean Shot Grip for that sprint to fire speed and the aim down sight speed to help us be more aggressive with this build, shooting faster off a sprint, being more aggressive and everything. And we're also going to tune this attachment, maxing out on the sprint to fire speed at 0.45, and the recoil steadiness is going to be at 1.00, making it our weapon super steady when firing. But anyways, guys, those are my top 5 builds you need to be using after the recent update here in Modern Warfare 2. Let me know in the comment section if any of these builds help, if you drop any high kill games, drop any nukes, or if you see any increase in your KD or performance overall. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you on the next one.